Alright guys, hey, welcome to another episode of Pixel Effect with Dark Visor Barry. Again, it's kind of sad not having my friend Amo here with me. So, hoping everything he's going through and doing is going good, But, some family stuff, kind of hoping he's doing good. I miss him, the show's a little quieter without him, So, hoping he'll come back, and if not, hoping to have some other people pop in every now and again, But today, I thought about just talking about the Switch and some current gaming news, of upcoming games and all that good stuff. A lot of stuff announced this week, and I was going to do it on Tuesday, but I said it'd be better to do this closer to Fridays, but I got behind yesterday doing it, and so a little late today doing that. So let me get this real quick. But first things first, let's go ahead and jump right into this. First thing is the online price for the Nintendo Switch. In an interview, the president, trying to pronounce his name, Tatsumi Kimishima. I don't know if I got that right. I probably didn't. That the price for the online portion of the Switch is going to be around $17 to $27, pretty much, basically. So you might as well round that up, because I doubt Nintendo's going to come out, and it's rough translated. It's about $26.44 right now, going by the current value of the dollar in Japanese yen. But technically, go ahead and round it up to be looking to spend at least $30 for the Nintendo Switch online portion of their online service. That's kind of fair. One way they can even make it better is if for the games, one of their benefits of having the service is you get to have a NES or Super NES. Hopefully they may include other systems eventually, but they're going to include that game kind of like PlayStation Plus and Xbox Go does, where you get a game and you can keep it if you have the service. Xbox, though, of course, you keep it, but Nintendo, so far, from translations, it seems like you can only rent the game for a month. Like, if they give you a free game, imagine you have that game through February, and at the end, you lose it. But what I've heard is they'll give you a discount if you want to buy the game. But honestly, if they come out and say, hey, you can have this game, that would be much better. Nintendo has such a vast library of games. I can't really see them losing much unless they just want that money. And if they do, they have every right. It's their service. I'm going to subscribe to it either way. But honestly, if they go ahead and give a game out, for free like that, that would just be that much better for them. But whatever happens, I'm going to support them regardless. I'm looking forward to midnight in like 2 weeks. It's, God, get through this next week, and the next week, I'm just pumped for it. So it's going to be pretty sweet. And then, oh boy, yeah, that's going to be so awesome. The games, there's not many games coming out for the Switch on launch day. The only two I can think of are Bomberman and Zelda. Besides that, true launch day games, I cannot think. Looking at the list, there is not much coming out. Like ARMS, Mario, Odyssey, all those games don't come out till later this year. I think ARMS is more set toward the spring, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, right now, they're going to be going through some steam, pretty much, trying to get through this first few months. And then, but that's the only news from Nintendo, really. They came out recently, released some of their specs, Some people got the system early. And honestly, it looks pretty good so far. So, hoping this is a good launch for them, and this is a good system. But yeah, then next up, something else that happened this week was the Star Wars, the new movie, the Force Awakens trilogy, you know, the new Star Wars films, other regions have started to get the logo for the film, and it turns out that the new Star Wars film is called The Last Jedi. But it's not The Last Jedi singular, it's The Last Jedi, as in these are the last Jedi alive. So it could mean Finn, not Finn, sadly Finn is not a Jedi, as much as people probably wished he was. I'm sad he wasn't, but whatever. He can run around in the next film screaming Rey, you know, that's probably what he's good for. But Rey and Luke, it looks like, are going to be the last Jedi, finger quote. So this should be pretty sweet. I've heard some people say they think Kylo Ren will turn to the light side of the Force in this next film. But honestly, from what happened in the last film, it would be too rushed. Even if that was going to happen, it won't happen in the next film, honestly, if in my viewpoint. Because it seems like it would be too rushed. He just killed his dad. And you mean to tell me in the next film, in the next hour and 50-minute film, they're going to somehow, you know, he's going to get trained by a snook, you know. And you're telling me he's going to turn to the light side of the Force after that build-up? No, that's not going to happen in this next film. If anything, if that was going to happen, there may be hints at the end of the film. But they're not going to come out and just say he's going to the light side that soon. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah. Another thing, Crash Bandicoot got a release date. It is set for the 30th of June, 2017. I, for one, am pumped for this. I'm sorry, I can't even begin to describe how pumped I am for this game. Me and my sister grew up on this game, and Crash means a lot to me, honestly. Like I said, I grew up as a little kid. My parents, I didn't have a lot of games like I do now. You know, I don't know why PlayStation's trying to play an ad right now, but I didn't grow up having like as many games as I do now. When I grew up, I had, I think, some demo disc, the Crash games, and that's it. I'm trying to think of PlayStation games I had growing up. Besides the Crash games, honestly, demo disc were what we played, you know. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of games. Wow. I'm thinking back on it. Man. Yeah, demo disc and Crash was pretty much it for me. You know, I think I had some Namco Museum games. Yeah, I had some of those. But thinking back, no. I think I may have had maybe 10 PlayStation games total. You know, not including demo disc. That me and my sister had. That was it. Maybe that was included demo disc. I don't know. I have to go find them again. I know it wasn't more than like 13 games total. Seriously. Like I said, not that we didn't have money. My parents were just more the type that you're going to go outside and play. You know, you're not going to sit in the house and play video games all day like you do now. Like you go outside, you play outside for, you know, you get out of school, you go outside and play for till like say 4 to 7 or something. You can play maybe an hour of games if you're lucky. Usually it's like 30 minutes. No, usually gave us an hour. You know, then after that it's like bedtime. You know, get a little TV in, go to bed. You know. But I think they raised us for the better. We turned out pretty good. Like I said, we just didn't get to play games a whole lot. We got them, we just didn't get to play. But yeah, Crash is coming out June 30th. I'm excited. It's going for $40, and it's basically a remaster of 1, 2, and 3. You know, they're remastering the soundtrack. The stages look great. The only thing that I've heard that's got toned down was his dance at the end. You know, he does a thrust in the, you know, the hump in the air motions. They toned that down, they said. I can only guess why, because of this generation, you know. But so that's that for Crash, you know. And then also, let me go ahead and mention about the Switch. I kind of skipped over it. The Legend of Zelda is going to have Season Pass. You know, they came out and announced that. It's $20. Not too bad, you know. I spent $20 on food on the weekend. I just got back from Red Robin's. I spent $20, you know, with a tip in it. So, Like, if I can skip Red Robins for one weekend, I can get the season pass, you know. So, and it includes like a new difficulty mode. I'm thinking Master Quest difficulty. You get a T-shirt for Link. I don't know if it has any boosting in the stats or anything, but you get a T-shirt. It's some new dungeons, but it comes out the same day the game launches, so I may have to pick that up too. Next up, I also want to mention I just watched a new episode of Dragon Ball Super, not the dub version. I don't feel like waiting 2 years to catch up to where the Japanese version is, you know. And it's going to take about 2 years, so get ready for a long wait, you know, or a year and a half. I'm honestly forget how long I've been watching the sub version, but new episode. I'm going ahead and say spoilers here, so get ready for, you know, Dragon Ball spoilers. Holy crap, this episode was great. It's basically Boo fighting a furry. We haven't seen Boo fight like this in a while. Last time Boo fought, it was against Beerus, and he got his butt slapped hard, you know. Beerus pretty much just picked him up and threw him into the water. Boo came back big time this episode. Boo, wow. You know, I mean, he goofs around a lot, but, you know, eventually what happens is, spoilers, I'm telling you, this is spoilers. You don't want to hear it, get off and go watch it, you know, but Hercule gets hurt, basically. You know when Hercule gets hurt, you're in trouble, you know. Boo flips out when Hercule gets hurt and just lights that poor wolf's butt up. I mean, it was brutal. And that wolf was trying everything. It was like the classic Boo, where he was actually a threat. Like, no matter what you did to him, like, even punch his head in, shoot a hole through his stomach, he just pops back up. It's like, hey, I'm Boo. I'm going to kick your butt still, you know. So it was pretty sweet to get to see Boo fight like this again, you know. And more spoilers, you know, I keep saying that. Boo wins regardless. And it was just awesome. Like, he wasn't even trying until the very end. You know, the best line at the end was basically, he said, yeah, you're strong. But then, you know, he's like, but I'm even stronger than you. And Boo just, you know, Kamehameha, his style, his attack, and just lights the poor wolf's butt up. Next episode is Gohan versus a furry. I forget their names. I know the first one's like Basil. The next one starts with the L. I'm trying to learn them. But Gohan is up. And it looks like from the trailers, the guy, this whole team is cheating in some ways, but Zeno doesn't really understand cheating, I guess, and he doesn't care. He just wants to see a good fight. So he's like, just keep fighting. And so what happens when it looks like he blinds Gohan somehow, you know, because Gohan's eyes are purple. He can't see, but he's still a Super Saiyan. So I think he's sensing his power and trying to fight, but for right now, we don't know. So it looks like it's pretty sweet. I'm hoping Gohan wins. I'm hoping their whole team wins. Though I'm kind of thinking the last fight they may lose, maybe? I don't know. I think Goku may fight last. We're not sure yet. But when it gets to that point, I'm excited for it. You know, this whole Dragon Ball Super, the first few arcs weren't that great to me because the first two were basically just the movies retold again. You know, you had Battle of the Gods, and you had what came after Battle of the Gods? The Frieza arc, which is basically just a movie. You know, they trimmed that out and made some episodes. Then it picked up really good with the Black arc. God, he was a great villain. You know, that was awesome. And now they got back. They had some goofy fillers in between all those. Now we got the Universe arc. And it's pretty sweet right now, honestly. I'm just hoping it's not too long because, God, it may be long because right now they're just fighting preliminary. The starting rounds, you know. I'm not going to even try to get that word out right now. But right now it's just 3-on-3. It's 3 fighters each. But from the opening and promos, we see 7 or 8 fighters like Roshi, Krillin, Android 17 and 18, Piccolo. You know, we got all these guys. So this could be a super long arc. if it's going to be everybody fighting actual fights, because Boo's took 2 episodes. You know, Gohan's looks like it may take 1, but if they give everybody their own episodes, like 1 or 2 apiece, Goku's is going to be at least 6. But this could be a long arc with every universe fighting, so it could be pretty sweet, So I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes out. Okay, and one more thing before we close out with this episode, it's kind of going fast. I'm snapping all corners, as hard as I can. But recently I pre-ordered the Omni Blade from ThinkGeek, from Mass Effect. And this is it right here, the Omni Blade from ThinkGeek. And it's pretty sweet. You get this little stand, it has Mass Effect on it, all that good stuff. One thing about it, it feels like if you drop this on the carpet, nothing would happen to it. But if you went to a convention center and dropped this on the hard floor or concrete, it's gonna shatter. It feels like it's gonna shatter if you dropped it. Even in the instructions it says don't ground slam this because you will break it. But basically it's meant to go on your right arm. So this is what it looks like. I don't really have it fastened the correct way right now. This is it on your arm, pretty sweet, and then if you flip this little switch right here, you can, hang on, I will get it, hang on, oh, wait, that's it, yeah, you get the blade to come out, so we got that, and like I said, pretty sweet. Has a little curve to it, as you can see. But yeah, the Omni Blade, the detailing is pretty sweet on it. It's meant to be a cosplay prompt. So if you're going to do a Mass Effect cosplay, honestly, this would be your best. Because I was going to get one of these, honestly, online. I think some guys are making them for about like 150 or something like that. This was like 66 with tax, I think. Something around that. 65 with tax. Worth it. Worth every penny. It looks sweet. It feels sweet. It's not heavy at all. Detailing is great. So if you got like a Mass Effect cosplay, definitely get this. It is worth it. And then to close it, like I said, you just put it back like this, and there's a little switch right here. You just flip that down, that little switch right there, and that's it. But that's it for this week for Pixel Effect. I am working super hard to get an animated intro. I'm looking around. I'm trying to find somebody that can do an animated intro. Some ideas I had were to have my OC characters, like me playing video games on the couch and having them pop up behind me and like glomping me on top of me. If you don't know what glomping means, it means basically, my definition is just hugging. It's like a hug where you literally just jump on somebody. But doing that or having them playing games, and probably me playing games and them popping out would be best, I guess. But I'm working on that. So everything's coming along great. So yeah, in 2 weeks, we got the Switch coming out. We'll look at some more gaming news coming out this week, see if anything new is in the works. And our episode next week, may be pretty short. I can't think of much coming out next week, unless any game news comes out. So until next week. And also, let me go ahead and say this: if you have not played Neo, get it. If you like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, the game is amazing. The music, the combat, it's all amazing. What is this? Whoa, buddy, what are you doing in here? Never mind. It's nothing. Yeah, never mind. But it's amazing. Check it out if you haven't. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later. This has been Pixel Effect. This is Dark Visored. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Later.